Hey everybody, I'm RetroFox, and I hope you guys are all having an absolutely wonderful day. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I realize, over time I've been trying to mostly record a lot of gameplay and stuff, and it's kind of difficult because I'm partially blind, so playing a lot of games could be kind of a bit of a pain in the ass. But I also realized a lot of it too is having the energy to sit there and stream for hours on end and trying to make the entertaining, content that I'd like to be able to make. But sometimes it's just a little bit too difficult, you know what I mean? So I was thinking like maybe I break that up a little bit and like I can still do that, but like also I had an idea for making YouTube movie watch along slash reviews. So I've seen some people before do it where they're just watching the movie and they kind of cut in different parts, they edit it down so that way like you're not seeing the entire movie because you don't want a copyright strike or anything. But it's like their first time reaction to it, and they'll give maybe some like review at the end or something. And I was thinking I'll take it a step further, and when I watch the movies, I want to give like I probably will end up watching movies like a second time, right? Like watch the movie by myself all the way through for the first time, so that way whenever I do it for the second time, I can give more of an actual criticism where criticisms due and advice on like what I think would personally make it better, and then as well as the end review. I have this note on my phone, so this way I don't get too distracted. So basically, it's really short. It's like this will be a series where I watch different movies and the movie playing off to the side of the screen, which I'll probably put it here. And yes, by the way, I know it's a full screen right now. I normally don't do that. But I got my little black curtain to kind of be, curved around here. So whatever. Anyways, so it'll be playing on the side of the screen. I'll edit things down where there might be long, drawn out silences because that's one of the things that I struggle with in my streams is I feel like I gotta fill that time with like, okay, so I'm going over here and and just making sounds just so that way it's not dead silent because I feel like you guys don't really want to hear that. But for this, I feel like I won't have to really do that. I just cut out all those little parts and stuff like that because I'm not gonna have something to say for every bit of the movies. So yeah, I'll try to make jokes, give criticism, give advice, and after the movie is over, I'll give a review. That's pretty much the entire idea. So if you guys are interested in that, please let me know. I'm gonna do it anyways, but like if you're interested in it, that'd be great to be able to have some, drum up some excitement for it. As for which movies I'll end up watching, it'll probably just be a variety, random kind of movies. You know what I mean? Sorry, excuse me. Wow, God, I got burps going. So I was thinking like I might start watching some superhero stuff. Like recently I decided to watch all the Batman movies from like 1989 to like 1997 because it had been so long since I saw any of them. I was like, you know what, I should watch them again. I don't really remember enough about them. And I actually was going to make a full-on review talking about what I didn't like and what I did like and what I thought they could have done. And then when I was editing it, I just thought, you know what? This shit is fucking taking so long. It takes so long, man, to edit some videos. It's such a pain in the ass, especially like I said with my vision and stuff like that. Like sometimes like I just kind of zone out a little bit, and I'm like, oh God, oh no, I gotta do the thing, And then whenever I sit there to do it, it's like hours pass, and I've only accomplished like very little bit. So I was just thinking like with the movie stuff, that would be a little bit easier if I'm actually watching the movie, like while I'm recording myself, just kind of hanging out, just like, oh, okay, oh, that was dumb. I don't, oh, why did they do that? Just little bits like that, and try to make it, like I said, somewhat entertaining. We'll see how well that actually works out. I feel like a lot of my base of comedy, my funnies is more situational comedy, so I tend to make jokes about things that I'm looking at and things I'm experiencing rather than writing a bunch of jokes out and stuff. And I just kind of like improvise a lot of humor in the moment, so that's why I thought this might be a better option. If you guys have any movie suggestions that you think that I should watch that are appropriate to, let's say, somewhat appropriate to be able to watch, like, because I mean, like, I got to show at least bits and parts on YouTube. Okay, so if you're like, oh yeah, check out this lovely movie, it's don't worry about the adult tags on it. Don't worry that it comes from browsers. Like let's try to keep it a certain point of if it was in theaters or it went straight to DVD. Well, actually, no, that was a little more questionable. If if it's a normal movie, I'll see if I can check that out. So if you got suggestions, let me know. Yeah, honestly, I really loved a lot of movies growing up, but I just don't really care much for them now. I realize that most things, in my opinion, suck ass now. Like, it's just not good. Like, a lot of video games kind of are generally, I think, pretty bad. There are some winners in there, but a lot of them just kind of come out half-assed, especially the AAA game company stuff, movies from Hollywood, TV shows. Like, a lot of it is just bad, and I don't mind watching to review them, but I'm probably gonna give a lot of things thumbs down. By the way, the scale is going to be 1 to 10. I don't do the 1 to 5. I think the 5 star or whatever kind of shit just sucks, because I feel like 1 to 10 is a lot better for one being the worst it could possibly be, like just a complete total dumpster fire, whereas 10 is like perfect. Which more than likely I'm probably never gonna give anything a 10. It's highly doubtful I'll ever give a single movie, show, video game, or anything a 10, because 10 would mean it's perfect and that they couldn't possibly make it any better. Which, in my opinion, most things can always be made better. And it's one of those things that sometimes they may not have thought about it in the moment, but maybe they'll think about it in the future or something like that. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And I hope you guys are excited about it. I'm gonna try to do this, maybe try to like watch quite a few movies before the end of the month, because I'll end up possibly being homeless here soon. So maybe this will drum up enough attention, from you guys, and we'll see how everything goes. Okay. All right. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I hope to be able to see you guys in the future. All right. All right. Bye.